Hi, how are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing great, thanks. I'm excited to chat with you today about your upcoming movie, The Voyeurs. Could you describe your character and tell us what was challenging for you on this project?
Um, so Seb is an artist. He works primarily as a photographer, shoots fashion models, and he crosses the line a bit. He's often sleeping with models and puts them in uncomfortable situations. So that was a challenge for me to try and figure out why he does that,
Yeah,
and work out what his logic is to allow himself to do such things and sleep well at night,
yeah,
and to kind of try and access that mindset and get into it. I'm not saying I condone it, but to try and think about what would make someone behave in that way, in a guilt-free
yeah,
way. Mm.
yeah. And the first thought that came in my mind while watching this movie is that we can make a parallel with social media. Today it's so easy to stalk someone, and we're not already thinking about the fact that people show us what they want to show us, what they want us to see. Does this whole experience on the voyeurs has somehow changed your relationship with social media or the way you see them using them?
I think for me, part of the reason I did the film is because the script spoke to me about how I already felt about social media.
Yeah,
I think a lot of people already know that what they're looking at isn't real, that they're looking at a filtered version of someone's life. But we subscribe to it anyway, and I'm guilty of that too. And I think social media can be useful for lots of things. It can keep people connected. It can help maintain friendships at long distance. It can be a good source for news potentially. That's up for debate as well if it gets curtailed to just exactly what they think you want to read, etc. But yeah, so I suppose that's part of the reason. It hasn't really changed my opinion about it.
yeah,
It's just part of the reason that I wanted to be part of this script. You know.
yeah, yeah. And what I like the most about the movie, it might sound silly, but it's all, the details. Like people are working at an optician's office, being a photographer, and the scenes with the egg that represents an eye. I think that's just so cool. And what did you like the most about the movie?
Well, thank you. First of all, I'm glad you liked those little touches. Not that they were down to me; they were down to Michael, the director and writer. But I liked the twists and turns of the plot. When I first read it, I really didn't know what was coming next, and I feel that's quite rare. I'm a bit of a cinephile, and I've read so many scripts as an actor, so I feel like I often have a good gauge of what's coming next.
Yeah,
This really took me by surprise, and that's an element I loved about it. So plot would be my answer, and that would be an element I loved about it from day one, and then also watching the finished product. Did it surprise
yeah,
you?
yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
It was really good. Okay, thank you for this chat. Perhaps the last question, I'm asking this one to every guest I have the pleasure to have on my show.
Okay.
If you could interview yourself, what question would you ask? Something you actually really want to share with people?
Mm. Do I have to answer the question after I've asked it?
Not if you don't want to.
Mm. Um, mm. What makes you tick? That's it. I'm not going to answer.
Okay, fine with me. All right, thank you so much for your time. It was a great chat.
Thank you.
Have a great day. Bye bye.
You too, man.